Martin Luther King, he was banging people. He had a lot of skeletons in his closet. Big time drug user, pedophilia shit.
Who is this?
Martin Luther King. Look it up. The government had a lot of shit on him. They had nothing on Malcolm X. So why do you think there are statues on Martin Luther King everywhere? Because he was their boy. So if you see someone becoming a mainstream guy, you have to ask yourself, how many cocks has he sucked? You have to. And if that's what you want to be, you're going to get ready to do a lot of cocksucking.
Hey, yo, what the fuck?
Yo, so we back in here for another edition of F-ya-Motha, and I don't know who this carpet bagging mother is. What I will say is, and without getting any community guideline strikes, people of non-black descent need to chill out on like tarnishing the name of black political leaders. That goes from Martin Luther King, Malcolm X, all the way to Al Sharpton. Like, they didn't serve your community, and respectfully, they weren't speaking for you or your plight. How you have the audacity to talk out of the side of your face when Gandhi was like a notorious racist in India, right? He didn't like the dark-skinned people, right? I think they call them what, kafirs in India, right? His civil rights didn't extend to the dark-skinned hue people of India. People like you, he wouldn't have liked. So how you can come up with all these baseless claims about Martin Luther King is beyond me. And while I didn't agree with every aspect of his movement, I got nothing bad like that to say. One, they didn't find any pedophile material information on him. There's no evidence of that. There's not even any evidence of him philandering on his wife. That's actually hearsay. Trust me, J. Edgar Hoover and COINTELPRO want to find anything, any dirt on Martin Luther King that they could. Trust me, if they had that, they would have exposed him. The reason they didn't, because they didn't. There's no evidence, no proof that he ever cheated. Coretta Scott King never claimed that he actually had an adulterous affair with anyone as far as sucking dicks. So that sounds like there's a deep-seated like projection that you got. You might want to get psychotherapy and handle that. If you got an oral fixation, that's one thing. Place that on Dr. King when there's no allegation, there's no evidence, there's no proof of homosexuality of the good reverend. How the hell you came up with that and pulled that out your ass and then went on social media and told a whole bunch of unsuspecting, inexperienced, unknowledgeable youth that fuckery is beyond me. People like you need to worry about things that's going on in your homeland. So like this slop they serving up over here with their feet in unsanitary conditions. Now, it's not to disparage the people of India, because I'm sure everybody in India doesn't do that. However, you have other things you and Vivek and Dinesh D'Souza have to worry about other than trying to disparage Dr. King. The reason that there's monuments is because he was more prolific than Martin Luther King or Malcolm X. Malcolm X, while he actually had the same causation for black people to actually progress, his methods were unlikable by the dominant society. He was actually with the shits and with violence. Martin Luther King, he not so much. They identify with the Baptist belief and ideologies of the pacifist Jesus Christ, not so much Muhammad and the Nation of Islam. So that's why he's actually touted as a higher political leader than Malcolm X. And Malcolm X actually on record, once upon a time, they called him white devils. So then there's that. Martin Luther King, he never said disparaging things at no point, or at least on the record. So that's probably why they find him more admirable. Not to say that he actually was, just saying that's why he has statues everywhere. You're claiming about sucking dicks. Like I said, sir, you need to get many years of therapy before you start speaking on black leaders. Matter of fact, if you're not black, find something to do. Start talking about non-black leaders or people in your home country. It will behoove you to do that. Oh, because when you actually disparage our leaders, there's a sentiment of racism. I don't know what it is, but I feel like there's a tint of bigotry and racism somewhere along the line. Because I have to ask, when people that are not black scrutinize black leaders that don't rally for your cause, what's the reason? It's almost mundane as when people hate Jay-Z that's not black. What's your beef? The fuck did he do in your community or not do? In any event, if you like this episode, you know what to do, and I'm out. No.